If you are not already in love with dates, you will be after this recipe. Hi, I'm Melanie with Inspired Epicurean, and today we're making one of my all-time favorite desserts, these frozen peanut butter stuffed dates. These are sweet, nutty, have a little crunch from the chocolate chips, and the coconut really makes these taste like candy bars. Plus, they're vegan, dairy-free, and a wonderful no-bake dessert option. To make these, you'll need several medjool dates, peanut butter, about a teaspoon for each date, some vegan chocolate chips, and some unsweetened shredded coconut or coconut flakes, about half a teaspoon per date. If the dates you're working with feel very stiff, you can briefly soak them in water before working with them later. Give them about 10 minutes or so. Once they are soft enough to manipulate, cut them lengthwise and remove the inner seed. But set the seed aside instead of tossing it. We can get more use out of it later. Next, add about a teaspoon of peanut butter to each date. Add more or less depending on the size of the dates and how much cavity you have to fill. Gently press a few chocolate chips into the peanut butter. Your hands are going to get a little sticky here. And to finish, sprinkle and lightly press some unsweetened shredded coconut onto the tops of the dates. Of course, you can always customize these fillings. If you would like a different type of nut butter, maybe a cashew butter or almond butter, or even a different type of peanut butter, think chunky versus creamy, or even some different toppings. Consider like a little extra chocolate and some sea salt. Whatever makes you happy, you can really get creative with these. Then we freeze for about 15 minutes. All right, now this is very, very important. After freezing, especially if you've kept them in the freezer for longer term storage, listen to this. You might want to let them thaw for just a few minutes before enjoying. Please be kind to your teeth. All right, now it is time to give this a taste. It's sweet, nutty with the peanut butter, has a little crunch from the chocolate chips, which I love. And for me, at least, the coconut kind of adds a layer of luxuriousness to it. It really tastes like a candy bar. Plus, you can store these in the freezer and have them ready whenever your sweet tooth wants something satisfying. Keep in mind, these are dense, so a little goes a long way. Of course, we've got to talk about some tips to keep this recipe sustainable. If you soaked any of the dates before making this recipe, you can just toss that water into your compost. And remember the date seeds that we reserved from earlier? I'm going to keep mine, wash them, dry them, roast them in the oven for about 25 minutes or so, grind it, and then make it like coffee for a date seed coffee alternative. I just need a few more than what this recipe made today. And of course, this recipe is written low waste as is, so that is always a win in my book. If you make a batch of these, I would love to hear how they turn out for you. Of course, the full recipe and additional tips are linked in the below description, or just scan the QR code on the side of the screen. Like and subscribe for more delicious recipes that are inspired by plants and made with love. And if you're on Substack, we officially just launched about a week ago, so go check us out there as well. I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.